So, in today's My Hero Academia chapter, we will be... Wait one second. This isn't my Hero Academia getup. Wait, this is Law's jacket. Oh! I know what I'm doing today. This is going to be my One Piece manga chapter review. Oh, am I doing One Piece now? Well, you're just gonna have to watch and see right after this. Hey guys, how's it going? It is your boy Manga Man Drew, and I'm here to do my One Piece manga review. Yes, unfortunately My Hero Academia is on break this week, but it's okay because I decided that I'm going to be reviewing One Piece this week. Why? I just decided that I wanted to do it, so I'm doing it. And it's a great chapter to do it on because we get a major battle in this chapter, or at least a major conclusion when it comes to one of the worst generation members. Actually, this chapter is really focused on the worst generation, even when it comes to the cover page, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So I will be doing a review for One Piece this week, so hopefully you're going to enjoy it. And if you want to see me do more One Piece reviews, hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If I see that y'all really want me to do more of this, then I will, because I really do like One Piece and I would love to talk about it more. So, this is the manga review for One Piece, chapter 1029, The Tower. And so yeah, this chapter is really heavily focusing on the worst generation members because we just have Bonnie having a eating competition with Soba against Sea Otters. And yeah, I just really like seeing Bonnie. So, you know, it's cool to see that she's in a cover page. Wish we had a cover story, but hey, if we get more stuff like this, I'm okay with that. So, the chapter starts off from the ending of last chapter with Sanji breaking Queen's sword and him realizing that he may be developing the Germa exoskeleton to his chagrin. And Sanji isn't really happy about this. He begins to fix his face as he begins to think about, no, this can't be happening. There's no way that I'm going to be turning into one of those monsters, as you have Queen chastising him the entire time. It's like, oh, so this is what Judge has been doing and what he told me about. All right, Sanji, show me that raid suit, as he's preparing a laser to shoot at Sanji. And either he hits Sanji or he misses, but it doesn't really matter because Sanji is able to tank the attack, as we see little baby old man Chopper say, oh wow, he broke the sword. That's amazing, Sanji. As Sanji is literally running away from battle because he has no idea what's going on. He's literally freaking out. That's like figuring out that, oh, I'm not actually a human, but I'm this modified creature that I hate so much. What is going on? I have to go think. So as we see Sanji running away from battle, screaming, just questioning his life up until this point, we have the Beast Pirates thinking, oh, he turned his back on him. All right, guys, let's shoot him in the head. And they shoot him in the head. He's like, you bastards, as they freak out like, wait, we literally shot him in the head, right? As we see Queen once again chasing after Sanji, asking for that raid suit. So we start off the chapter, weirdly enough, not with the worst generation, but for Sanji questioning whether or not he is going to have emotions, because when you really think about it, in this moment he's being very emotional, he's able to feel pain, but Sanji is unaware if this is something that's going to be temporary and that he'll eventually lose the ability to feel pain, to feel emotions. So he's freaking out because he doesn't know how to cope with this new information and that his body is changing. So he's trying to run away from it, which will most likely lead to a moment where he realizes that, hey, I still have my emotions. Hey, I still can feel fear. I won't become a heartless monster. Guess having this type of exoskeleton isn't going to be that bad. And we see him just wreck Queen's stuff. So yeah, it's great that we focused on Queen at the beginning of this chapter because we immediately focus on Big Mom on the next page as she is fighting Eustace, Captain Kidd, and Trafalgar D. Watalaw. Hey, now we see why I'm wearing the jacket. But yeah, they are not having it very well. Yeah, literally Kidd is on the ground and Law's like, yo, Kidd, what is going on with you? As we have Kidd saying that, yeah, I have this major migraine. I don't know where it's coming from. And I feel that on such a level, Kidd. Like, I understand migraines are just horrible. I was out an entire week because I could barely stand up. Yeah, I mean, your case is a little bit more different because you're literally going up against a Yonko who's literally using her new homie, Hera, to try and electrocute you, but luckily enough, we have Law there who uses counter shock on Big Mom to save Kid, and then immediately gets slammed by Prometheus with stolen fire because, which, you know what, makes sense. It's not really a 1-on-2, but more of like a 4-on-2, and one of you is already down. So yeah, Law takes a major hit in this chapter, as well as Kid, because you know, he has a migraine. But like I said, understand, migraines are horrible. Throughout this entire thing, we do get a new attack from Big Mom called Mama Raid, as it's just her using Napoleon to slam into Kid on the ground, which, to be fair, he survived the hit from Big Mom. Kid, you're good, you're good. You can always use the excuse that it's a migraine. You're going to be okay, I promise. Foreshadowing. But yeah, you just have Kid just having his like entire life wrecked. And ironically enough, he is also questioning his life choices like Sanji at the beginning of this chapter, as he's thinking, this is my chance to take out an emperor, but I can't do anything. Am I just gonna go down like this? Am I gonna go down like a punk? Gibson, what has this all been leading up to? Has my entire journey of being a pirate been a joke? As weirdly enough, we cut over to the 3rd floor tower between Killer versus Hawkins, as we see Hawkins banging his head on a pillar. So yeah, I guess Hawkins also has a headache. Gosh, I relate to that too. Sometimes when I have headaches, I just want to bang my head against a pillar until the whole building collapses. I understand that, Hawkins. So yeah, the reasoning why Kid has been feeling these migraines is most likely due to the fact, not just most likely, it is due to the fact that Hawkins has literally been banging his head on a pillar just to torture Killer, as we have Killer just laughing. Stop it already, Hawkins. You're literally killing me. But yeah, after everything that we saw with Big Mom, we are cutting over to the fight between Killer and Hawkins, as we just have Hawkins just berating Killer, saying that there's nothing that he can really do, as we get a few more members of the Kid Pirates who are unable to fight against Hawkins on Killer's order because they don't know that Hawkins has Kid pretty much dead to rights by having Kid being possessed by one of his dolls. So if Killer tries to attack him, he's unable to do so unless he's willing to kill his own partner. As you have Hawkins during this entire conversation berating Killer, Killer is pleading for Kid's life, even Killer offering his own life to Hawkins, as Hawkins is just berating him once again, kicking him while Killer is down, and just saying that, yeah, you're gonna lose from the beginning. Yeah, the reasoning why they still rule over the seas is because they can't be beaten. Just give up. Your path, there's nothing you could do. You're bound to lose. Just give up. And as Hawkins is pretty much telling Killer to give up, Killer's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Like, you saw the future, but as you've seen, yeah, we've gone past that. We've done things that were seemed impossible, so we're not gonna quit. As you just have Hawkins like, okay, nope, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna kill you now. Yeah, I've been torturing you this entire time, but no, I'm just gonna kill you. So yeah, you're gonna die. As you have Killer who just thinks to himself like, okay, let me just ask you a question. What if I do damage to you, but there's nowhere for that damage to go on the other person? As you have Hawkins question like, what are you even talking about, you stupid person? As we get this one double page of just Killer cutting off Hawkins' left arm, that is actually very important, as we get to see his arm literally comes off, as Killer is like, yeah, remember, Kid doesn't have a left arm, and Hawkins is like, oh. And what's even better is that Killer also asks a second question of like, by the way, how many lives do you have if I take this doll out? As you have Hawkins saying, that was my last one. That was my last one. As now Hawkins is about to get serious as he gets into his tarot cards and reveals Death Upright, as we get to see Straw Man once again going in with his scythe. And unfortunately, in a scythe versus scythe battle, don't go against the dude with sonic blade scythes, as we see Killer once again using one of his new moves, or new to us, clawing guillotine, cutting off the head of the Straw Man in another double page, not full spread, where you have the people looking out and it's like, oh my gosh, Killer killed the Straw Man, as you just have Hawkins like, it doesn't matter, I can break out another one. Now let me break out this, oh, the tower. Oh, this isn't gonna end well, isn't it? As we have Hawkins being shocked by the fact that he pulled the tower, as you have Killer going in with the final page of this chapter, as well as the final double page of Killer using his sonic blades to literally cut Hawkins up from bottom to top, sternum to the tip of his head, as everyone is cheering for the fact that Hawkins is down. As we get just this little piece of dialogue as we cut back over to Kid and Law versus Big Mom, as Kid looks as if he's a lot better now, as we get the significance of what the tower card means, and that it means great change, an upheaval of established order, or a new path. As we have Kid saying that he's never been better, as people are questioning if he's okay, as you have Killer saying, "Go for it, partner." Let's just say, okay, this was a great chapter for not just One Piece, but for Killer and Kid's character, and showing how much Killer actually cares about Kid. So yeah, pretty much the reasoning why this is a great chapter for Killer and Kid is because this is probably a really concrete understanding of their relationship and how they really feel about each other. How they don't just feel like, oh, I'm your underling. No, we are literally partners. And if you don't really know this, apparently they have been childhood friends for a long amount of time. I'm pretty sure that was explained earlier on during the when they were imprisoned. But that was just a small tidbit of it. In this chapter, we see how dedicated Killer is to Kid, very similar to how Zoro was dedicated and still is to Luffy, willing to give up his life if it means that Kid could achieve his dream. Yeah, we got a lot more characterization for Killer, as well as we get the reveal of a theory that many people had, is that Killer would cut off Hawkins' left arm because Kid doesn't have a left arm. As well as we got to see the conclusion of the fight between Killer and Hawkins, and how Killer was basically able to one-shot Hawkins instantly, showing that, yeah, this fight was solely dedicated on the fact that Hawkins just had the trump card of having Kid's life in his hand, and once he no longer had that life, Killer was able to defeat him instantly. So yeah, it was very cool to see like an actual fight between Killer and Hawkins, and to see it pretty much out there in its entirety. As well as we also got to see a little bit more of the fight between Kid and Law versus Big Mom, so most likely we're going to get a little bit more focus on that later on in the story, if not next chapter, so that's going to be very amazing. As well as we're most likely going to get a little bit more understanding of what's going on with Sanji, and whether or not he will actually retain his emotions, or if he will be a heartless monster. Most likely he won't be like his siblings, and Sora's sacrifice will not be in vain, and all that it will actually do is give Sanji the boost that he needs to actually defeat Queen and be able to accept himself as being a Vinsmoke, or at the very least accepting the fact that his body may be different, but that he can use that monstrous strength and durability and healing for the benefit of his friends while retaining his emotions. So yeah, really enjoyed this chapter. Hopefully you enjoyed this One Piece review. This isn't the first time that I've reviewed One Piece on this channel, but it's the first time I've done this in this different format with a different camera, microphone, and all the work. So hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you'd like for me to do more One Piece reviews, just subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell to be notified for whenever I upload more content like this, and leave a comment down below on what did you think of this chapter, and what do you think is going to be going on with the Law and Kid versus Killer fight, as well as what's going to be going on between Sanji and Queen. Leave your thoughts down in the comments down below, do all that cool jazz, and hopefully I'll be able to catch you in my next manga review. Goodbye! Huh.